This is the plaintiff, Julie London. She says she hired the defendant to install a new glass shower door in her home. And the very first time she showered, she heard what sounded like a loud gunshot. Turns out the shower door shattered into 1,000,000 pieces because he didn't install it correctly. She could have been seriously hurt and cut by the shards of the glass. She's haunted by it and doesn't trust the defendant to repair it because he's a hack who doesn't know what he's doing. She's suing him here and now for the $1,270 she paid him. This is the defendant, Jesse. He says he installs 6 to 8 shower doors per day, thank you very much, so he's quite versed in the correct installation of them. Nothing he could have done would cause the shower door to shatter the way it did. He thinks she hit into it with something and is now trying to pin the blame on him. He refuses to return her money, but is willing to install a new shower door for her if she'll pay him. He's accused of a shattering installation.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant installed a glass shower door the very first time she used it. The glass shattered, but the defendant says if it broke, she did it. It's the case of bad piece of glass.
Thank you, Douglas. Julie London, you are suing the defendant's company. You've asked us not to mention your last name or the name of your company for $1,270 that you say he owes you because he installed a shower glass door in a faulty manner and ended up shattering?
Yes.
What happened?
I wanted to get a whole new shower installed. My husband did the cast iron tub, got the plumbing done, got the tile done. It was wonderful. Then I had to get my glass doors installed. And I looked on Craigslist. I called him, and he wrote me these long text messages. I thought, you know what? This is nice. This guy really wants my business. But from that point on, it was just a whole mishigas of craziness.
So you hire him, you agree on a price, and the price is what, $1,100?
Yes.
All right, and then were you ordering the glass on your own, or was he ordering the glass?
He ordered it. He took care of everything.
Okay, so you ordered the glass, and what was it, a frameless window? Frameless shower door.
A frameless shower enclosure, which consisted of one fixed panel and one hinged door.
Okay, and she didn't provide the glass?
No.
Okay, so what happens? It gets installed, and do you pay him?
It didn't, that's when he got mad at me and fought me. But no, first he did the fixed panel only because the other door came in the wrong size. He ordered it the wrong size.
Meaning what?
That's not accurate at all.
What happened with the first door?
There's a gap, there's a certain amount of a gap that you typically want between your door and fixed panel and door. And I just wasn't happy with how small of a gap there was. So in this particular case, it's pretty common in my line of work. I can take that door and bring it to the manufacturer, have them polish that edge, which takes off a 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch, which gave me a better gap.
I understand what you're saying.
It was practically rubbing.
Right. Whose fault is that? Who measured the glass and ordered it? Okay. So what you wanted to do was what?
Because I didn't have that edge polished, I was able to take that same 1/16 of an inch off of the door. Well,
Did you take it to the manufacturer?
Yes. And,
okay.
And then it's just a polishing technique. It takes a 1/16 of an inch off.
Okay. So you install it, and what happens? Tell me what happens.
He said he was all done with it April 29th. So I was so happy, to finally be in this beautiful, beautiful shower. And
Do you have pictures?
I do.
Okay. So what happened?
I was so happy to be in my shower, and then all of a sudden, I heard this loud explosion, and I thought, somebody shot me. I shut my eyes, and I stood there for a minute, and then, finally had the nerve to open up my eyes, and I turned around, and
Were you in the shower when it happened?
I was naked. I was naked,
Were you taking a shower?
Yes. And the thing is I would have had no way to get out. Thank goodness I am married, because otherwise it's like, how the heck would I get out of that shower?
Oh, you'd get out, hon. You'd get out without a husband. You could get out.
Do you know what? I will show you these pictures because it would have been, you would have to call out the window.
What is this a picture
of
with a shower curtain?
That is just that I have to use a shower curtain because I don't have a shower door anymore.
Okay.
And also the fixed panel that he put in was not done properly. Okay, let me.
What is this a picture of? Who's that?
Oh, that's my neighbor, because we thought we were going to need a witness. So that was Indra
So that's her
walking
going-
in.
So glass shatters first time she uses it. Is that automatic proof that she gets her money back?
I think so, yeah, because if you're paying someone to install something for you, you want it to last for a while. So if after only the first time, then...
Fair enough, but the guy says she did it and she doesn't know why it broke.
There's always a burden of proof. She has to really prove that
She has to prove.
she has to prove that she did not do anything to break the glass.
Fair enough, going inside the courtroom.
The minute after it happened, I asked my husband, I said, please get me my camera. I need to take pictures.
Oh,
and
my
I was
goodness.
kind of upset, but my mom always taught me...
Are these cuts on your feet?
Yes.
You were kind of upset, but your mom always taught your pedicure is perfect. What? How fortunate. Your mom always taught you what?
You know, you have to make lemonade out of lemons. So I thought this is going to make a great thread for Facebook. So I was
Oh, my
taking all these pictures, but I didn't realize, my feet were bloodied. And I didn't even know until I was tracking blood on the floor. And then my husband took shards of glass out of my feet and my shin. But then he gave me a foot rub, too. So I didn't want to sue for pain and
Well,
suffering.
I'd give you a foot rub. Your pedicure is impeccable. Okay.
I thank you
All
so
right.
much.
What?
But those are
All
pure
right. Hold on one second.
pictures.
What?
I also have all
Just
the
a
text
moment, ma'am.
messages.
What is, if not you, then who? You're the guy who installed all this, and it shatters within a day. Like, you pick the glass, you pick the glass manufacturer, you take it to them to alter, and then next thing you know, it all shatters. Whose fault could it possibly be? It's not her fault.
Well,
What do you think she did in her brand new shower? Take a golf club and bash it? I mean,
the honest answer is I don't know. I had never had any complaint of any, improper anything as far as installation goes. So I just said, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I don't know what happened. Just all in a text, of course. And then I finished that text up with, "I'd be willing to, work with you in whatever way
what was
we
it
could
you
work
suggested?
out." So I said I would either pay for the shower door, and if she'd be willing to pay for me to install that shower door, or vice versa. Either I
Right.
would, you know what I mean? I would either
That it
pay
should
for the
cost
glass.
her again, and you didn't like that idea.
I have it in text.
Because he picked both the glass, he picked the glass and he did the installation, and it can only be the glass or the installation, or my theory with a baseball bat or a golf club. Those are the only two things. Because if I'm going to take a shower, all I'm going to do is open and close the shower door. I, as a thinking person, might think that it has something to do with the shaving of the door, and perhaps it wasn't completely done correctly, and that maybe that with the hinges that hold the door weren't meant to have that messed with. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I'm trying to figure out what could she possibly do that would make it her fault.
By no means do I think she intentionally did anything.
Right.
All I'm saying is, for me, should I take that picture and just be like, "Oh my God, her door exploded. Let me order a whole new enclosure," and you know what I mean?
You should. You should order a whole new enclosure and do it for free and replace it, but she doesn't want you in there anyway because she doesn't think you know what you're doing. But here's where the problem lies. If she had ordered all of the parts and you were just the installer, you could blame the glass, or the glass people complain. This is what always happens. You even printed something off the internet. The glass manufacturer always blames the installer, and the installer always blames the glass manufacturer, except for you're both guys. Because she doesn't have privity of contract with the glass people, you do. So if there's something wrong with the glass, go sue the glass people. Go prove it to them that it wasn't your installation. It's all you. You're the guy who comes in, quotes a price, and is going to do the whole thing. So if something goes wrong, it's on you to reimburse her and or fix it. Now, he never offered, "Hey, I'll just redo this for free." He offered, "You got to pay me installation, or you got to pay for the glass." And you
He
said,
only offered to pay for the glass.
well, and you didn't want him back because you don't think he knows what he's doing enough to do this.
Exactly.
All right. So the agreement between you guys was $1,100,
Right.
And you paid him the $1,100.
Yes.
And then why are you suing for $1,270?
He also broke a tile and didn't tell me about it.
How
but-
do you know he broke the tile?
Because it's right
you have a picture
there
of
by
it?
the hinge. Yes, we do.
Is it in the pictures that you
actually have
submit?
a real-
Is
yes.
it in the pictures that you submitted to the court?
Yes. There it is.
Okay. So you're talking about the crack on the left
Right.
where he was putting in the.
So that would be
So
I put down
you're
20
asking for
bucks.
$20 for the broken tile. It seems reasonable. And what's the rest of it? $150 for your cleanup of the broken glass?
And the removal, yes, it was.
All right, my friend. I find that you need to reimburse them the $1,100 for sure. The $20 for the broken tile, which I guess happened when you were putting the screws in or something, it looks like.
It didn't happen at all.
I'm sorry?
It didn't happen from me is what I'm saying.
Who is it going to happen from? It's right. It's a
It
nano
didn't
inch from
happen
the
from
screws you
me
put
is
in.
what I'm telling you. It did not occur from me.
Okay, it occurred from you. That's what I'm telling you. $20 for the broken tile and $150 for the cleanup of the glass all over her pedicure and body. So $1,270. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
So the plaintiff convinces the judge, and she's going to get all $1,270 back. Jesse, I'm surprised you never mentioned anything about manufacturer's warranty on that door. Wouldn't they stand behind the door?
They would. I felt like I just didn't get any opportunity to put forth any of the few things that I
Didn't the
had
first
to
thing
do
you
say.
think of say, look, I'll go to them, they'll replace the door. Was that right or not?
Yes. Yep. Yep. It's not covered. Breakage is, as
It
funny
broke.
as it sounds, is not covered by the manufacturer's warranty.
So you don't think it was their problem, it was a faulty door, it was your installation then?
Oh no, no. I believe it was definitely something to do with the glass itself. There's all
That's what I
types
mean.
of research.
It's
Yes,
their
but,
product.
But for me to be able to prove that, I mean, their warranty doesn't cover it, so
Okay.
I'm
All
kind of
right.
left with it. So.
Well, you're on the hook for it. Okay, thank you very much. All right, Miss London, not to be confused with the singer, right?
Hi, Doug.
How
It
are
is so
you?
nice to finally meet you after all these millions of years.
Not that long.
Well, almost.
You must have been scared to death.
I was, like I said, I thought somebody had shot
Oh,
me.
my God. Well, listen, congratulations. I hope you
Thank
get your
you.
shower door fixed, and
I
thank you.
feel that the most important thing is that people should always try to pursue justice. They don't have to look at it as fighting. Just stand up for yourself and do the right thing. Back to you, Harvey.
Harvey?
Okay, Julie, thank you very much. Didn't know I had fans. Here's the deal, that if you hire somebody to do a job and they are utterly incompetent, you do not have to invite them back into your home so they can try and make it right if they are simply imbeciles. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.